I'm here. My name's Shori. I'm an Aussie expat, currently living in Siem Reap, Cambodia. I normally try and do one of these once a week, some sort of live chat. Either I've got something to say, or you got something to say, or I got something to show you, something to tell you, and we sort of share a bit of humour along the way. Now, I've just moved up from Kampot, Cambodia, which is right at the bottom on the ocean, near the ocean. And I've been up in Siem Reap now for just on a week, just over a week. I got here Sunday before last. My girlfriend has gone back to Kampot. She's got a few more weeks back down there, I believe, and she'll be back up here for the Khmer New Year, which is on the starts on the 13th of April. So yeah, we're about four weeks away, I think, before she comes up here, back up here, and she's coming up here for good. So that's going to be a whole lot different. Now, I said last week I had everything planned for the start of the rugby league and the Formula One season. All started last weekend, and I had a place picked out called Harry's Bar because I'd been to Harry's Sports Bar in Phnom Penh. And I asked the owner there, Graham, I said, where's a good place to go in Siem Reap? And he went, Harry's in Siem Reap. And I went, oh, cool. So the girlfriend and I went and found Harry's. We had a game of pool there and had a look around. Nice air-conditioned bar, a couple of TVs on the wall. Now, Harry's in Phnom Penh's got about a dozen TVs on the wall. This one in here, 3. Now, I met the owner here as well. Mark's his name. Seemed like a nice enough fella. I told him my story, what I was about to do, what I needed to come and watch, some rugby league for me. He goes, yeah, we have it all on. We have the AFL on, and we have the NRL on, and the Formula One. And I said, oh, okay, that's good. So Friday comes around, last Friday, the Broncos and Panthers game. I don't want to talk about that. We lost badly, the Broncos. And I had full intentions of watching it at Harry's. Now, I got there fairly early, just after 3 o'clock. It started at 4 o'clock, the game. And I might have been 3:30 and 4:30. It was an hour. It was an hour kill time. The Warriors were playing the Chooks, the Roosters. And I got there, and there's only one TV on kind of thing with the AFL playing. The other TV had something stupid on, and the one I was supposed to watch had a soccer game on. And there was no sign of the owner, but the 2 girls working behind the bar, I said, can I have the NRL on this TV? And they sort of looked at each other and then looked at me, and they're going, we don't know how to do it. Oh, it ends well. Okay, playing with someone else's TVs and stuff, you end up fucking it up, right? So I sort of had a bit of a go, and as I was sort of playing with it, Mark, the owner, come walking in behind me. And I went, oh, great, here you go, handing him the remote, said, can I have the NRL on here? No worries, he said. Now he found the Warriors and Roosters game. That was the one that was happening before the one I wanted. And he goes, you need the volume up? I said, no, not particularly. And that was it. I was sitting there and watched the game. And during that period, he wandered off. He jumped on his motorbike and off he took and left the 2 girls there. And at the end of the Warriors and Roosters game, it became 4:30. 4:30 I think it was, which is when I wanted to watch the Broncos game. And I said to the girls, can you change the channel? Because it says on the screen there, if you want to watch, you got to change channels. Again, they had no idea. So I sat there for a while thinking, oh, Mark will turn up. No, the AFL game was on. One guy was sitting there watching the AFL. There was only 3 or 4 people in the bar. One guy watching the AFL, he turned up the volume up as loud as he could have it. And he sat there staring at the screen. I'm going, well, what am I going to do? The game's already started. And I went, fuck it. So I left. Now, just a little lesson to business owners. That's how easy it is to lose a customer, and a good customer at that. I drank a fair few beers that afternoon, but I wandered back over the bridge because he's on the other side of the bridge, and that's even difficult here. If you're on the other side of the bridge, a lot of people don't want to travel. So I went to Pub Street, which is the main pub street in Siem Reap. You've probably seen videos of it before. I'm not doing any of that sort of crap. I don't video people or anything like that. So I did make a couple of little shots of me being in there, sort of, here you go, here's the TVs and lots of things. Now, I went and found a place called Goal, Yep, as in goal, score a goal. There's a place in Phnom Penh called Score, and I think they're the same owners because it looks similar. But anyway, this is a nice big bar, big open air bar. There's no air conditioning, but fans everywhere. Fans. And there was a heap of people sitting in there watching the Broncos Panthers game. Big pool table inside. The beers were the same price, $1 for a beer. And I got to enjoy I didn't enjoy the game because the Broncos lost, but I got to sit there and watch rugby league. And I noticed on the TVs on the other side of the bar, so the bar's right in the middle. And on the other side of the bar, the TVs had replays of the qualifying and practice and stuff from the Formula One. And I'm thinking, wow, this is where I'm going to be then. So the next day, Saturday, I'd already worked out what time to be in this bar to watch the qualifying for the Formula One down in Melbourne. Again, bit of a disappointment because Oscar crashed before he even started, the Aussie. But it was still it was still a great atmosphere. It was good. It was good. I'm sorry, that's on the race day. On qualifying day, yeah, I got to watch the qualifying. Met a guy, Graham's his name. G'day, Graham, if you're watching. I told him I'm a bit of a YouTuber. I gave him, he wanted my YouTube channel and stuff. He may be watching. And yeah, we got to sort of yell at the TV a bit watching qualifying. And I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Next day. So the next day I went back again on the Sunday to watch the race itself, and then hung around and watched a rugby league game as well. So I probably spent, like $7, $8 every day that I've been there, 7 or 8 beers probably. That this other bar missed out on because they just don't pay enough attention. And he was already quiet. He was already complaining that he didn't get enough customers and stuff. Well, I know why. Now, this place on Sunday for the race, there would have been, I'm guessing, 20 people probably sitting there staring at the big screen. And they had it on a few other screens as well. And that's the difference. You got screens everywhere. You can sit anywhere you like, and you'll have a screen to watch. And the girls behind the bar were actually really conscious of it. And at one time there, we got the swirlies in the middle of the screen, and everyone stood looking around at each other, going, "Oh no!" And one of the girls behind the bar came flying out, and she went right across the other side of the room into what I assume is a control room for the TVs and stuff. And she mucked around. You could see the mouse moving and everything like that. And she found another channel and bang, and off back it was on again. So you've got to be onto it. You really have to, because all those people are in there all spending money. So I'm sorry, Mark, from Harry's. You just lost it, brother. You just lost it. And maybe he's been there too long, doesn't care, doesn't have a sporting interest. I don't know. You have a sports bar. You should be right into it. Now I know Ian that runs Mate's Place in Cambodia. That's where I would have been if I wasn't up here. I would have been in Mate's Place bar. Ian's his name. G'day, Ian. He's a guy from Melbourne. He owns a sports bar there. He's got quite a few TVs, plus an upstairs section with a pool table and more TVs. Great place to go and watch sport. Now, these sports bars are becoming more and more popular. And, yeah, unfortunately, some of them are just going to fail. Not this one. Goal, it's called, right in Pub Street. It was great. And I'm happy to walk into town from here. I can walk in. I've got a back street now that I can walk down, and I go straight in. And I come straight into Pub Street, right in front of the bar, basically. So that's been my little highlight of the week. Other than that, I've been pretty quiet. I did put out a video there saying I've just arrived in Siem Reap. And there's a little bit about a supermarket. Now, that doesn't sound very exciting, does it? Supermarket, big deal, sure, But Cambodia, I've had a tiny little Lucky's Express supermarket there. That's it. Not very big. Doesn't hold a lot of stuff. And I've been dealing with that for the last 7, 8 months. I arrive here, I find this place called Angkor Market. It is massive, 3 floors, all with escalators. Well, travelators, I think we called them, don't we? Because they're flat. So the shopping trolley goes on and away you go. And you can start at the top floor and work your way down, or vice versa. It has everything. I found everything I wanted there. Massive. I couldn't believe it. So if you missed that video, it's probably there somewhere. You'll find it. And I've done a little bit more since. I've been back since and bought more stuff. I need to buy a few things here for here, fry pan, spatula, some eggs, that sort of stuff, milk, bread, all the usual things that you can normally buy. Now, I'm not saying it's cheap. and I kept looking at a few things, and I had to put it back. Going, yeah, I don't really want to pay that for it. I've given some examples of some things, but I bought a carton of beer there, a carton of these beers, Angkor. It seems to be the beer for up here. Where does that come from? Great Northern, doesn't it? The beer from up here. The beer for up here, whatever it says. And this seems to be the one that everyone drinks up here. Whereas down in Kampot, it was Cambodia. You've probably seen my videos on that as well, where they got the ring pull and you win a beer. Doesn't seem to matter. But anyway, I bought a box of these, 24 of them, for $10. That's $10 American, $15 Australian. Not even that, actually. It's about $14, I think, Australian. And it's good. It's good beer. It's good beer. Now, look, I'm just going to go on here and say hello to a few people. I had this turned around. Yeah, I'll show you. I had this turned around the other way so you can sort of see what's going on downstairs. I've got little traffic's going past, mostly motorbikes. They're all going up to the market that's up there, or going from the market. But yeah, you can't see my face or anything like that when I turn it around, so I have to sort of kind of turn it back here. But I'm going to go and say hello. I know Sir Necro, Ashley, he's in hospital in Australia, in Victoria somewhere. Looks like he's having an operation or not. He's not sure. And yeah, he said he might not be able to watch, but I just noticed him on there. So g'day, Ashley. How are you, mate? I hope you're feeling better. I hate doing hospitals. So yeah, I don't envy you at all. Brett's there. G'day, mate. How are you? Ray Klein. G'day, mate. How are you? Brett says, buy your water pistol early. Yeah, mate, I had a good collection in Thailand, because I've done Songkran. And good electric ones where you plug the battery in and stuff like that. They're really good. I was able to buy them on Lazada, and the Lazada doesn't work here. So, yeah, you got to kind of go to the shop. And you're right, I will have to go and buy some early. I just talked to the girlfriend, actually, and reminded her if she sees any down in Kampot to grab a couple as well, because they don't last long. They're just plastic cheap crap, but it's a lot of fun, huh? So yeah, if you don't know what it is, yeah, Songkran or the New Year here, it's a big water festival. So down Pub Street, mostly it'll be the touristy spots, whatever. You'll be going along and getting wet. People will be shooting water at you. Make sure you got your phone covered in plastic or in a plastic bag or something, that sort of thing you got to do. But other than that, it's just it's a lot of fun. Not bad for the wet t-shirt either. Just saying. Hey. Ray Klein. He waited for me on Sunday. Dolphins in South. Mate, I did say in the last Wednesday one that I did that with Sundays. Just it's not going to work for a lot of people, including me. I want to watch the game as well, so I can't really do this chat as well. But were you saying you were at goal? I sorry, mate, I don't know. You said you're waiting for me. Hope you didn't wait there at a bar for me. Let me know. Hook up with Messenger with me, mate, on Shori on Facebook, and happy to catch up with people. Perks here. G'day, Fisherman Extraordinaire. G'day, mate. Oh, what's your name? Fisherman Extraordinaire. I just saw that recently. I went, I put the two and two together. And Herc, that's Kieran. I just told him I found iced coffee. Hey, by the way, mate, I drank that one. It was very bloody good. Hey, it still tastes the UHT stuff part of it, so it's not like a breaker or whatever with the real milk, but it's still pretty bloody good. Hey. What, I got 26 people watching. Holy crap. G'day. Hello, everyone. Ray Klein, I had no problems at Harry's Sunday roast day. So big now, maybe. Yeah, right. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, yeah, yep, righto. Yeah, Sunday roast not really my thing, to be honest, mate. Got to be honest with you. Hey. Maybe on a Sunday night or something like that, I could have a roast, but yeah, I'm not that big on it. Hey. And you're right, mate. I was just saying what happened to me. I'm not saying it's the normal thing there, but honestly, the other place, goal, just kicks its ass. Sorry to tell you that. Man. Anyway. I like beer. I really like beer. Hell, hello, hello, Al. Yeah, me too. Mate, it's a schmozzle, to quote the top talk inspector. Oh, that's for the hospital. Yeah, mate. Yeah, doesn't sound real good, mate. Regional hospital too, eh? Yeah, I won't get into it with anybody. That's your business. But yeah, hope you get what you need, mate. Hey, g'day, Paul. How are you, mate? You just got in. No worries. Thanks for joining, mate. Always appreciate it. Oh, lost it. There we go. Sir Necro Ash, his body has decided to be non-compliant. Happens, mate. Happens. Xander Gray says Wednesday works a lot better, mate. It works a lot better for me and anyone that watches rugby league or Formula One as well. And don't forget, if you do watch Formula One, the Chinese Grand Prix is this weekend. I thought there was a 2 week gap. There's not. There's only a 1 week gap, and they go straight to China. Then there's 2 week gap, and they have Japan, and then after Japan is supposed to be, I think it's Bahrain and then Saudi Arabia. Not much chance of those happening, I don't think. So I don't know what they're going to do. They'll announce something soon, I'm sure. But the new setup for F1 looked really good. The last half of the race was a bit boring, but the first half was amazing. I had a good time. Right? Johnny Cyan, g'day Shorey, g'day mate. How are you, Johnny? Kirk, yeah, okay, mate, that's good enough for me. That's the iced coffee we're talking about. So this is the man that has been hassling me about iced coffee since he first started chatting. Can you get iced coffee there? He's an iced coffee addict, eh? And I met him obviously in Kampot, and I said you can get this iced coffee, Miji or Miju, whatever it's called. It's a Thai iced coffee at the 7-Eleven. And the first thing he did was go there, and sure enough, there was none there. And we hunted around, and he's tried a few other little different brands and stuff, and yeah, most of them weren't up to his liking. But I think you'll like this one, mate. It's a Nestle one. It's a Nestle product. I had the cappuccino one. There's a latte one as well. It's still shelf stable. It's UHT milk. But pretty good. And what did I say? It was $1.70 American. So about $2.20 for a iced coffee. Doesn't sound too bad, does it? Herc, have I got a new bike yet? No, I haven't, mate. Hey, I've been looking around. No, there's nothing in my kind of immediate price range right now. They seem to be into the more high-tech mountain bikes, if you like, gears and all sorts of stuff, interconnecting. Right, apparently you lost me there for a second, guys. So I was just saying about the push bike in Phnom Penh at Aeon Mall, at Aeon Shop. I can buy a brand spanking new mountain bike with 12 gears and all that sort of stuff for $100, $99 American. So that's what I got my head around paying that. I'll pay double that because it was on special. I think it was $199 down to $99, whatever it was. So I think $200 is a fair deal. But every time I walked into one of these bike shops, they're going 600, 500, 600, 700, 1,000. So I'm kind of walking away. Might end up with a second-hand one, perhaps, if I find a good one. Haven't really spotted one. Even the one I already had in Kampot, you know, the old or the Vietnamese sort of one, you know, where it's got a basket on the front and basket on the back kind of thing, and handlebars that are up a bit higher. What's the other thing? I paid $70 for mine in Kampot, $70 American, and I can't find one here under 200. So I don't know. I'll hunt around. I'll keep looking. It always surprises me they let you walk out the door and not try and get you back in and give you a better price or something like that. I don't know. They don't need to. I don't know. I'm a buyer. I'm not a looker. I'm ready to pay the cash and buy one. But anyway, we'll see, huh? Paul Horse says Wednesday won't work for State of Origin. Yeah, mate, there's 3 weeks. 3 different weeks there that's not going to work. Oh, well. I might come on earlier or something like that, We'll worry about it at the time of State of Origin. It's a little while away, yeah. Johnny Cyan, just steal one. Yeah, that probably gets you in jail and getting your hands cut off and stuff in this country, but if he got caught. I don't do shit like that, but actually, oddly enough, there's one that sits down here all the time, and the gate stays open, and it's just not locked up or anything. I went down there to do my washing and found this push bike sitting there. I just borrow it, ask and borrow it. I don't know. You can rent one here cheaply enough, a couple of bucks. But I can actually get a. I was talking to my mate Graham in the sports bar. He's got a motorbike, a scooter, for $3 a day. So it's $90 a month. It's not bad. I don't really want a scooter, but it make me lazy. I think I really want to pedal. But I'm enjoying the walking right now. So whilst there's no rain, but we had one day of rain here since I've been here. Didn't even rain much. It just wet the ground a little bit. Not even enough to keep the dust down. I prefer walking, and then even if I go and walk into town, get a skinful into me, maybe do a bit of shopping, and then I jump on a tuk-tuk and come home. It'll cost me about $1.50, $1.60 or something. Kind of works all right. Like I said, I'm not that far from town, so happy to walk in there. Hey, what do we got here? Craig Genders says our Aussie dollar is starting to go up against the US dollar. It's a good thing. Fucking oath it is, mate. It's been really fucking good. I was getting like exchanging $1,000 Aussie and only getting like a bit over 600 there for a long time, and now it's over 700. So that's an extra $100 American every fortnight in my pocket. I like that. So I'd like it to stay up that way a bit longer. That'll be good. Thanks, Trumpy. Paul also said tourist prices. Yeah, mate, and it is tourist price. Although out here, you'd be surprised. This is not. I don't see many foreigners here. I've got a couple who live in the building. I've suddenly realised. Next door's Barang. Next door to them is Barang, and then right at the end, they're Cambodian. Downstairs, Cambodian. That's the landlord. Then another Cambodian, and then another Barang, and then another Cambodian. So basically, half the building is foreigners, Barang. Coke Man says you get what you pay for with the bike. Get a giant mountain bike. Yeah, seems to be a few of them around, mate. They're the ones that they kind of want $500 for, $600, which kind of shocked me because I'm thinking Giant was sort of a brand I recognise from Australia. Now, whether there's a cheaper version or something, I don't know. I don't need anything that great. It doesn't need to last forever. All right. I don't know how long I'll be in Siem Reap for. I've signed a 6-month lease. I could get bored here, whatever, and go, fuck it, I'm going back to Camp Pot. Well, I'm stuck with a bike that I've got to try and sell then. You're going to lose money on. So I don't really need one that expensive. And I won't pay that. Sorry. I'll pay $200. And that way, I can just donate it to some kid or something like that if I want to leave. Just like I did with the one in Camp Pot. Donated it to a kid who needs push bike to get to school with. So, I know, that's all right. It's all good. Alan asks, as long as the pub is crawling distance, then walking is fine. I don't want to crawl on this ground, but mate, seriously, this is pretty clean. I must admit, Siem Reap I find a lot cleaner than Camp Pot, just for rubbish and stuff like that on the roads. A lot of the vendors here, especially in town, like to hose down the sidewalk. Sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, let's hose it down. Except the tiles that they've used on the footpaths in town here are like porcelain, and they're very slippery, especially with thongs on. So I got to go and walk around it out into the street kind of thing and back on again, so I don't break my fucking neck. Good way to chase away customers, I reckon. But anyway, what can you do? Well, you can just not go to those places. It's as simple as that. I kind of stopped it. I walk around them. If I got to walk around anything, if a vendor here has put out their stuff into the sidewalk and I got to walk around it, you'll never see me. I'm never going in there. Whether that's food, drinks, buying stuff, I don't care. It's just a little rule I've built into myself. If you want to block the entrance, if you've got a dog that comes out and barks at me, I'm never going in there. Learn. They won't learn. They'll just do whatever they want to do. But it's nothing like Phnom Penh. The sidewalks are useless in Phnom Penh for the most part because every vendor and I've noticed there's something on the Facebook news about a lot of vendors being chased away from doing it. Last time I was there, it's exactly the same. Nothing to change. There's still bloody food carts and all sort of stuff sitting on the sidewalk, and you've got to walk around it. You've got to walk out onto the street. Hope you don't get hit by a car or electric car or an electric bike. They're fucking starting to fucking bother me. They don't make any noise. I can't hear them coming. So, yeah, walking the streets, I don't like it. But Pub Street in town here, I think it's sort of like 6 o'clock, about 6 o'clock at night. They shut the street off at both ends, so cars and stuff bikes can't go down there. And you can walk the street quite comfortably. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Phnom Penh was doing the same thing on weekends, Friday night, Saturday night. I think they were doing the same thing on the Esplanade or on the riverside. They were blocking off either end, or whatever, and the streets that connected it, and you couldn't drive down there. So, yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good walking thing. Then the vendors can do whatever they fucking like. Then they can be everywhere because there's plenty of room to walk. So, they'll get there. They'll get there. What do we got? Good to hear you're in good spirits, mate. I am back in Siem on Sunday. Siem. Sunday, how's the crazy cat house? Oh yes, the big. I've covered. I won't show you. I've put my Aussie flag over the top of the cat, mate. So that's helped me a bit. I don't get a fright when I walk in here. Back in Siem on Sunday. What's Siem, mate? Chiang Mai. Yeah. Oh, it's Grant. That's who. Damn. See, I knew it. I knew I'd work it out somewhere. That's Grant. G'day, mate. Yeah. Oh, good on you. Oh, okay, that was a quick turnaround, mate. Yeah, you just went home, didn't you? You went like a week ago, I think. You went home, turned around. Is that the permanent move now, or are you still on? You're still going backwards and forwards? Let me know. What do we got here? Blind Silver. I got to say, big thanks. My DSP was granted today, straight to the unlimited, the indefinite portability. I only applied because I saw your video. Good, mate. Thank you. I appreciate the acknowledgement, if you like. You're about the 8th, maybe 9th person now since I put that video out that has told me the same thing. So I'm really happy that that video helped a lot of people. Huh? Good to see. And it's good to know that you can go apply for the DSP and you get the portability straight away. That's really good. So there you go. Xander says he has the same issue with thongs. Found that Crocs stop the slippery side. Yeah, but wear Crocs, mate, you look like a bit of a dickhead. Sorry. You wouldn't get me in a pair of Crocs in a million fucking years, right? But anyway, I get you. I get you. Although I did wear clogs when I was cooking and I was chefing. A different thing, but they're not Crocs. They're what Crocs want to be, I think, except they put the holes in the fucking top, which were useless as clogs in a kitchen because they're supposed to stop the oil from going and burning your feet. But I have seen plenty of chefs wearing them. You're right; they're less slippery. Yeah, I get it. Good stuff. So fisherman extraordinaire Grant says good stuff. To Blind Silver, he got his portability after watching Shorey and chatting to him. Hey, Shorey done good. Johnny Siam, all terrain thongs, mate. Yeah, I got to admit, mate, I got the Havianas. Yeah, they're not real. I paid $3 for them when I first got to Phnom Penh. So that's creeping up to a year now, and they're still bloody holding on like a proper fucking pair of thongs. Yeah, you're right, but they fucking slippery as. It only takes a little bit of water on these tiles, but then you just go into a different street, and now they've got the more like a paver, so it doesn't matter if they're wet, you can still walk across it and they're not slippery. I have noticed just going, if I go this way, so I when I walk into town, I go around the block here, go past the big school there, and go into town. It's quicker to actually go this way. Well, it's not. See, that's the problem. It's shorter. There you go. That's not quicker. It's shorter to go this way, but I've got to go through the wet market, and for some reason, well, it's called a wet market because it's fucking always wet, I suppose. But the street itself is kind of dirty and rough and always wet. And it's always black wet. Yuck. It smells and everything. So I walk through with thongs. By the time I get through it and over the other side, the backs of my legs are all covered in black shit and like that. And I've got to walk into town and have this shit all over me. So I've stopped going that way. I've just gone around the other one. Looks like my chat thing's bloody stopped again. Oh, there it is. What else was I doing? Yeah, so yeah, you're back. You're going to Chiang Mai. 2 weeks. Yeah, I sold my car and a few things back for good. Fingers crossed. That means you're not going back to Oz. This is permanent, or you got to go back. Elle's got Crocs. It's all right for a girl to have Crocs, I think. Hey, I just don't reckon blokes should wear them. My personal opinion. There you go. I have got a pair of. Oh, hang on, I'll show you. These say Fila on them, even on there. But all the things have come off. They're not real. And I paid. And I'm going to have a little guess here. I paid about $50 Australian for a pair of these in Thailand last year before, and they were really comfortable at first. And now the stitching underneath the thing's starting to come away, and I get a blister on top of my feet when I wear them for too long. So, yeah, I know I shouldn't be so tight to just buy a new pair of fucking thongs, right? But I am tight ass sometimes. Cheap Charlie. Yes, Elle asked me about what Cheap Charlie kind of means. She goes, are the expats over here sort of a bit stuck up themselves? They think they're better than other people. I'm sure there are people like that, but that's not what Cheap Charlie means. Cheap Charlie means you're a tight ass, which means you don't want to pay top dollar for a beer. You don't want to pay top dollar for food. You want to negotiate everything. I've seen Cheap Charlie's in operation in Campot where they go to the $3.50 ribs night at Two Moons, right? And they have their ribs. They might have one beer. They eat their ribs and they fuck off and they go to wherever the cheap beer is after that. That's what they mean by Cheap Charlie. Instead of hanging around, the idea of getting your ribs, your big plate of ribs and stuff for $3.50 is to hang around and buy beer, right? And if you don't do that, then they call you Cheap Charlie. Or trying to negotiate all the time, or trying to get a free beer out of somebody. The beer's so fucking cheap. I don't get it, hey. If it's $1 or $1.25 or 75 cents. I mean, I was sitting at a place today and directly across the road, yesterday, I was drinking 75-cent beers because I like the place. And directly across the road, they sell them for 50 cents. Now, that's a mark. There's like a 30% difference, right? I'm doing my maths. 50% difference. There you go. But I like this place better. So I'd rather pay the 75 cents for a beer than go over there. Just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, that's what Cheap Charlie are. Look, I've run into them, but honestly, not many. Hey, most people have got some sort of coin about them. They got money. If they're going to go out and drink anyway, they're going to go out and have a beer and have a feed, whatever. What I won't do though is go and pay like $20 for a meal. I didn't even watch the video, but I saw a thumbnail on a YouTuber who goes, "What you get for $20 on a going out here in Siem Reap, or it might have been Phnom Penh or something like that." I'm going, who the fuck's paying $20 for a meal? That's $20 American. That's $30 Australian. You're gonna be fucking kidding me? Not in this country, But some people must say, call me a Cheap Charlie then. I don't care. Tight ass, whatever. I did see a tight ass Tuesday thing once, I think in Campot. I thought it was a good idea. We used to do those in Australia, didn't we? Kirk says the doctor forgot one page of the paperwork, so I have to wait for him to get to it. So blah, blah. Yeah, fucking annoying, isn't it, mate? Nothing much you can do about it. Just bite the bullet, wait for him, be nice, be patient. Kind of hurts, doesn't it? Oh, Elle doesn't wear her Crocs out and about. See, good girl. That's all right. You have a pair of Crocs at home in the backyard or something like that. Fair enough. I don't wear shoes inside at all. I never. Well, I haven't. Not since I lived in Asia anyway. It's just sort of been ingrained into me. I'll even walk into a pharmacy or something. I'll flick my thongs off at the front door and walk in, whether they wanted me to or not. I just do it. It's just one of those things. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not a religious thing or anything like that. It's just more of a, oh no, better to be safe than sorry. Don't want to offend anybody. So I just kick my shoes off. And even at my own house, I just kick my shoes off, my thongs off at the front door, walk around barefoot all day, and then walk outside, put them back on again. It's a bit hard when you got shoes on, I must admit. Shoes, boots, whatever. It's a lot harder to do, but thongs, kick them off. Or your Crocs. Brett says balloon followers in Thailand. Eric reckons he's a tight ass. When he farts, only dogs can hear it. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Wow, we're going half an hour already. Over half an hour. 33 people watching, 11 likes. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you all. What else can I tell you? What else has been happening? Like I said, I had this turned around. I thought the balcony was going to be a great place to sit and do a show, but I'm not even sure which way I face, to be honest. I haven't looked. It can't be west or east. I must be facing. I'm facing north or south. Well, yeah, where am I? I'm facing south. I'm facing south. Oh, yeah, right, Brett. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, they'll put you in the bush. Yeah, someone's birthday party or something like that. Yeah, let's go and find the free food. Yeah. Funnily enough, that happened to me in Camp not long before I left. Girlfriend took me to someone's birthday party. There wasn't balloons and stuff there, but there was free cake, and it was just cream and it was horrible actually. And there's free food and stuff. And I'm going, all this food's been sitting around here for hours before anyone's eaten it. And go, yeah, I'm not doing that. But I have been to some other birthday parties, and they've had the same sort of thing, free food, sometimes even free piss. I haven't really got into that, I don't think. I kind of avoid the party scene, but I'm one of those people that's just I don't like crowds, I can't do them. So, yeah, the busier a place is, the less interested I am in it. But like I said, this place called Goal in town, it's huge. It's massive. Hey, like I said, you can be on one side of the bar and not see anybody. They're all on the other side watching whatever game they're watching. But I have been told to go there at night time some nights when the soccer's on or something like that. There's big crowds of people there cheering their teams on, things like that. Luckily, I'm only into Australian sport, and I can kind of watch all that during the day. It doesn't have to be night time. The Formula One being in China this weekend, I think it's like lunchtime that the race starts or something. So I got to check on that definitely. But that'll be good. But I got KO operating, so I can just sit at home and watch if I want to. But I don't want to. I want to go out. So but it'll be good to catch up on some things. I got to re-watch the Formula One and stuff like that. So yeah, that's been good. Thanks to a good mate of mine, Steve. He hooked me up with that. I got a VPN organised. I did put out a little help me thing on Facebook the other day because I've lost access to my Hotmail account. No biggie, you reckon? Except I can't get back into it. It wants to send codes to my phone, which my phone doesn't work here. My phone number from Australia doesn't work here. It did in Thailand. I could get a roam package for $10, and I had that kind of sussed out. I could actually still get an SMS message and still reply to it by roaming. Roaming for Telstra doesn't work in Cambodia. You only find that out when you get to Cambodia, of course. So that kind of stuffed me up a little bit. And I've had my mate in Gold Coast trying to fix it up for me. I ordered another SIM card from Telstra, got sent to his place. He's tried to plug it into the phone. Now it wants to verify everything and send it to my email address, which is the one I'm trying to get access to. So it's like a two-edged double drama. Can't do either. Can't get the phone number to work without the email address, and can't get the email address to work without the phone number. So we've put in another what do you call it, application to Microsoft to try and get that re-established, because every time I've tried too many times with the password being wrong, and it's gone, no, you've blocked access to it. So, but the main hassle I was having is my MyGov account is being sent to there. So I thought, that's okay, I'll go into MyGov, which I can access here very easily, and I'll change the email address. Nah, it wants to send a message to that email address so I can change it over. So anyway, it's a little bit of a headache, a little bit of a drama. Just remember things like that, eh? Little things. I didn't think about it. Didn't cross my mind when I left Australia that would be a drama. I had all my banking organised, so I had important things like that. That just didn't cross my mind. And I don't know what's in. I mean, I used to just click on Outlook on my phone and it'd just bring up the inbox, and I'd check it and go, yeah, right. So I don't know if there's anything that more important in there. But I just like to know. I just like to have it. Seems difficult. Seems like I'm asking for the nuclear weapons code for Iraq or something. I don't know. Hey, Meadow says cheap food for cheap Charlies. Yeah, mate. I don't like I said, I don't mind paying money for food. I'm trying to bloody diet here at the moment. Doesn't help with beer, I suppose, but I think I've lost a couple. I think I might have lost a kilo or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, a couple 100 grams or something like that. That's mainly because I'm not eating as much takeaway food as I was. Making my own breakfast here now. I got eggs and a fry pan, all sorts of stuff. Got eggs on toast. I got cereal. I got Raisin Bran, Sultana brand, Raisin Bran, from England, and it was only a couple of bucks too, $3 or something for a box. So it's pretty good. Tastes good. Tastes like Sultana brand to me. So I've been getting into that a bit. Just saves me going out and sitting down, and they get you on the coffee. You see, like I can get breakfast for $2, bacon, eggs, toast, everything for $2, right? American. But the catch is the coffee's $2 as well, and it's only a small cappuccino size, not very big. So I end up having 2 of those. So suddenly my breakfast is $6, and they're using full cream milk and all sorts of stuff. Well, that's not really. No, it's that bloody UHT stuff. It's not really full cream, is it? What did we notice, Herc, in Campot? The cartons of milk, the 1 litre UHT, but it says made from Australian milk. Well, it's either Australian milk or it's fucking not. And made from it's watered down milk. Good way to make $1, isn't it? And it's like $2 for a litre. The milk is anything dairy here is very expensive. So I've noticed. I bought a little block of cheese, little tiny block of cheese for a couple of bucks the other day at the new supermarket I'm going to. It's got no flavour or anything like that. It's just boring fucking cheddar. But I hadn't had any for ages. And I had a yogurt made in Germany. Peach yogurt, normal sized bloody yogurt thing. Had a funny look about it. Didn't look like yogurt that I'm used to. Until you read the instructions, the ingredients on the side, and it's got low fat milk and whey and a few other different things in there that normal yogurt doesn't really have. So it tasted all right. It tasted like yogurt, I guess. I didn't mind it, but I couldn't find anything like that in Campot. So yeah, this big giant supermarket I found, fucking Jesus big, and cool. You walk in there and air conditioned, lovely, and it's open from like 9 in the morning till 10 at night or something, I think. So yeah, it's pretty good. What have we got here? Ash says, mate, now you have your VPN set, your location to Australia, and bam, you're off to the races. Yeah, the trouble is the VPN obviously slows you down a bit, and my internet's just not that fucking flashy. I actually turned it off so I could do this today, read your comments and video at the same time, because I didn't want to do it, didn't want to play the game. I had intended on walking into town this afternoon. I even had my laptop sitting in my bag and everything ready to go, and the girlfriend sent me a message, goes, "I want to talk to you," kind of thing, you know. And I went, "Oh, okay, I don't need to be, I can't do it while I'm walking." So I said, "Okay, doesn't matter. I'll cancel the walk into town, and I'll talk to her for an hour." We had a little tiny bust up this week. My fault. Well, not really. He keeps moving the goalpost. That was what I was getting shitty about. Uh, and anyway, yeah, we had a little Barney about it. It's all good now. We're all happy and blowing kisses at each other and all that crap. Feel a bit old for that sort of shit these days, but no, still got to do it. And she's not a kid either. Like I said, she's 46, so yeah, she shouldn't need that lovey-dovey stuff either, I don't reckon. But I like having sex with her, so. Oh, look out! I'm watching the video on the other side here. I'm still talking about the thongs. I've got a pair of thongs in my hand. That was ages ago. Elle reckons I should try intermittent fasting. Yes, I should, shouldn't I? That's a good idea. Can you get soy milk? Yes, you can. Never seen the tits on a soybean, so I don't know how you get the milk out of it, but there you can. Paul also said he had that problem with YouTube. It wanted me to log in, but I forgot password. To change password, send me a code to a phone. Threw away 8 years ago. Yeah, that's exactly what the fucking drama is, mate. With fucking Microsoft and it's fucking Hotmail shit. Like I said, I don't want the codes to the nuclear weapons. I just want my dodgy little fucking Hotmail account that I opened. I'm going to say 2000. So there you go. 26 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2000 when I started that account. How the fuck would I remember anything? And the only reason I couldn't get back into it was my laptop that I bought from Australia got damaged in the overhead locker. God knows how. The whole corner of my fucking laptop just broke off, and the hard drive in it was fucked. So it was like, okay, throw it away, start again, and just didn't cross my mind that I would need it again because it's always been on my phone. So I got the same phone that I left Australia with. Going to catch me out, I think. I don't think I've got it backed up enough. I need to do something about that as well. Somebody remind me, will you? Yeah, it's not very smart to not have it backed up like I should have. I mean, my screen's all cracked and everything all over the place, but it's only the outer layer. I got one of those screen protector things on it, you know. So usually I have a few backup that I buy from Lazada when I was in Thailand because I always drop my phone. I'm dropping it all the fucking time, and it goes crack across the screen. But it's only that protection that cracks, and I can just peel it off, put a new one on, everything's good. Haven't had one since I've been in Cambodia, so it's got cracks everywhere. Still working. I'm going to get caught out, but I can see it coming a mile away. Anyway. Yeah, do a walk around video for us, mate. Show us a bit around town and supermarket. Dude, you should know fucking me a lot better than anyone else here. I don't fucking do it, mate. All right? I'm not having my phone fucking out and videoing fucking people around the place and all that. I did the supermarket, mate. If you didn't watch the last video, that's your problem. I did the supermarket. I snuck the phone out and I did a bit of the supermarket thing. So watch the last video. Some of it, about a minute of it, got taken out by YouTube because it had the bloody music in the background. Not my fault. They're playing fucking music. I don't understand it. It's Khmer music. They're playing in the background. I don't think anything of it. And then YouTube gives me a copyright strike on it. But yeah, if you want walk around stuff like that, go and find another YouTuber, guys. Sorry, I don't fucking do that shit. You want any of the bloody touristy shit? Fucking watch some of the other YouTubers. I see them doing it all the fucking time. There'd be heaps to fucking see. But I ain't doing it. So there you go. And fucking you should know that. Hey, folks is back. G'day, mate. How are you? Are you back in the real world, mate? Or are you still stuck in Bundy? That's last I heard. not Bundy, yeah, North Bundy, you were stuck. And I haven't seen anything newsworthy to say anything else. Yeah. How much time? We've got 50 minutes. I've got another 10 minutes I can fucking talk shit for. If you got anything else worthy of fucking talking about, let me know. I like to know what other people are up to sometimes. Tell me what's happening in Australia. I don't watch news or anything. I can watch news now, but I won't. I never watch it back home. I hardly watch anything on TV. Well, actually, I haven't watched TV since I left Australia, to be honest. So um, I watch a bit of YouTube thing. I don't even watch YouTube much. Somebody told me actually there's an Aussie couple that do YouTubes here. I've seen them. For Real, I think they're called. Um, Husband and wife thing. Husband doesn't fucking say anything, so all you're hearing is the fucking wife talking all the time, and they do the touristy shit. So watch them by all means, please. They got heaps more subscribers than me. They do heaps more shit than I do. Hey, if you guys haven't caught up with, if you haven't seen Wayno's adventures, do yourself a favour, as Molly would say. Do yourself a favour and have a bit of a laugh at Wayno. He's in Thailand most of the time, but I just noticed he released a video saying from Thailand into Cambodia. He's doing a visa run. I don't know why he's doing Cambodia. It's the silliest fucking move. He will probably, well, I'm not saying he probably will, he might find himself in a little bit of drama getting back into Thailand if he's doing it for a visa run. Yeah, they're not playing that game very well at the moment, which is why, in my opinion, my humble opinion, Thailand's no longer the great place to go and retire to, or move to if you're leaving Australia with no money. It's not the best of places to go to. It used to be. I don't know. For the money he's spending on a plane ticket, which it's got to be, there's no bus ticket here, he'd be better off doing a bus trip up to Laos or something like that. But I think he's staying on Koh Samui. I think he's living on Koh Samui. So he said he's got to do a couple of different jumps just to get into Phnom Penh and then turn around and come back again. Yeah, they're not liking that game. So, but anyway, he's he's a character. He's got a mullet, and he does lots of those, I don't know, touristy type things. Go-kart racing he's been doing lately, and he does a bit of food vlogging and stuff like that. Challenges he'll do, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, like I said, we're Wayno's adventures. Have a look if you haven't seen him. He's probably one of the rare YouTubers I kind of like join in and have a look at. Hercules. He's doing some YouTubey stuff now as well. If you want to have a look at him, he's done a few drive arounds and ride arounds and stuff when he was visiting Kampot and Cambodia. So he's got a couple of little vids there if you want to check him out. He's looking for subscribers and stuff like that. So you'll see his name here, Hercules. I think he's got a picture of something there. Looks like a pizza. I don't think it's a pizza though. No. He says he didn't mean a fucking touristy type video. I meant just something to show us the area. Yeah, it's the same thing, mate. Hey, it's tourists. It'll be a touristy thing, mate. If I've got a video out there, I'll look like every other fucking tourist. And I fucking ain't a tourist. Right? Simple as that. I don't pull out fucking cameras. I don't pull out phones and like that to do that shit. I'll do it very casually and quietly, as if I'm doing myself maybe from time to time. Maybe when the girlfriend's back here, we'll do a little bit of something like that because she might not mind it. She doesn't like being on video either. So, yeah, no, I can't go doing that sort of shit, brother. It's just one of those things, eh? Back on the Gold Coast. Forgot you were live. Yeah, but Wednesday nights. Don't forget Wednesday nights. So you didn't catch up with Herc, I'm assuming, Kieran? No? I sent some pepper back with Kieran to give to Steve Fogo, in case you're wondering what that conversation is over. Bundy is flooded. Yeah, it mustn't be flooded enough if he got through from Winfield, north of Bundy, back through. So it must be kind of okay. Alan says the floods around in Queensland. Local bridge is still 6 meters underwater. Okay, he must have to drive around that to get home, eh? Tyro Bridge still under. Wow, okay. There you go. Just got out in time. Ah, did you? Well done, brother. Good shit. Good stuff. So you're back to work today? I don't know. Yep, Tyro is the local bridge. Yeah, it is pretty much. Yeah. Mm. Paul also says Malaysia be closer. Yeah, to Koh Samui. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Yeah, Malaysia be closer. I agree. I agree. Thanks for the shameless plug, mate. No worries, pal. Get some signage. I've got a whiteboard here somewhere. I could do that, couldn't I? Jason Matthews, mate. I'm not even going to read that out. That's a separate thing to this part of the channel, mate. Hey, you're more than welcome to send me an email, Mr. Nobody Specials 308 at Gmail, or contact me on Facebook, Shory, and I'll happily talk to you about any of that DSP stuff, mate. Hey, but yeah, this is not really the place for it, especially when it usually comes down to individuals, right? You got individual things. Tell you how to get on a disability pension there, but again, mate. Hey, Kaz, how you going? Still waiting on Centrelink International. Hopefully, not too much longer to wait. Yeah. Good luck. All I can say. Hey, did you get? You went through a lawyer? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah. Is Alan and Tyro? I don't know. Alan, where are you? Skippy says, "Shout the countdown begins 6 more months until retirement, then I'll shout you a beer." 45 cents, mate. I'm still on the same beer. Last hour, that's no good. It's getting warmer too. Lord Darren in Australia, the petrol sky going to be over $3 a litre in a week's time. What do you think of that? Same thing happens here, mate. The hoarders will hoard, and it'll just force the price up. Just the way it is, mate. I got really no opinion about it, mate. I don't drive. I don't use petrol. Haven't done for a long time. But yeah, the grab riders and stuff like that around here, I kind of feel sorry for. But most people ride scooters here. It's not going to change that much. I mean, I filled up a rental scooter not long ago, and I think it cost me $2.50 American, $3.50 Australian maybe, to fill up a tank, and you can go fucking forever on it. So yeah, it won't affect here too much. But all I see on Facebook is about bloody hoarders, hoarding fucking fuel, buying heaps of bloody fuel. Sounds like the toilet paper thing in COVID to me. Anyway. Yeah, Kaz followed my lead. Basic Rights Queensland. Yeah, good on you. Good on you. That's the way to do it. Did they put it in for you, Kaz, or did you do it yourself? Sorry, I said I didn't want to talk about this sort of stuff on here, but I'm running out of time and running out of things to talk about now. So Herc and Steve are going to catch up on the weekend, like I said, with some pepper. And Herc's got some nice smoked salt. So that'll be, he'll be enjoying that. I think that should be nice. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm going to just quickly just duck back up here to Jason Matthews. Yeah, mate, I've had all this shit from fucking jealous people. That's all it is, mate. It's just a jealousy that I'm here and you're not. And you know, if you're genuinely disabled, mate, you're entitled to the disability pension. Now, regardless of what you think about me, sitting there having a beer, mate, I could be sitting here in a fucking wheelchair and you wouldn't say boo to me. You'd be sure. But because you don't know anything about me, you can't fucking say anything. You're doing 60-hour weeks, and that's fucking up to you, mate. Yeah. 35 years still working. I worked for 35 years, mate. What are you trying to tell us? Huh? You're a rare one, actually. Haven't had a little one like you for a little while. And yeah, like I said, it's fucking none of your business fucking what's wrong with me. And like I said, if you're genuinely fucking disabled, I can't. Well, I can't help you personally, but I did make a video that has helped a lot of other people. At least 8 people now. At least 8 people that have contacted me and told me they have achieved what they set out to achieve. That's good. That should. It's all about law. It's got nothing to do with Queensland Health. That's someone just said that before. You got to have health on board. You don't. It's got nothing to do with them. It's law. It's all about law. So you still need doctors' forms and doctors and everything to do the stuff, but without the actual proper wording and the proper paperwork done, as Herc just found out, one page you miss out throws the whole fucking thing into turmoil. You've got to make sure it's all T's crossed, I's dotted, all the right wording, and only a lawyer can help you with that. So if you've tried and failed, contact a lawyer. And I've you watch that video of mine, you will see how to do that. That's not too bad. But listen, I'm going to go. It's been an hour. Pleasure talking to everybody. Glad you're all, everyone's well, or not so well. All the best, Ash. Hope you're doing okay. That's Sir Necro, everyone. He's in hospital. He's currently in hospital, waiting on operations and stuff like that, I think. So, yeah, Kaz, I just saw it flash up on my screen there before saying you've sent me a message. So yeah, thanks. I'll get back to you. But anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good afternoon, people. Well, it's my afternoon. It's only 5 o'clock here. So it's about 8 o'clock in Brizzy, about 9 o'clock in Sydney, Melbourne. I just found out that your daylight savings doesn't finish till the 5th of April, so you got a little bit to go yet, a few more weeks. And I'll catch you all on the next Wednesday. Yep. So I'll keep them going. I'll keep you on Wednesday. If you want to have a chat, by all means, join. Got any questions for me or something like that? I will try. Next week, I will try my damnedest to be somewhere else, so at least you can see something in the background or something like that. But even that just it kind of gets my anxiety going if people are looking at me or anything like that. So I really try to avoid it. I'll do what I can. Yeah, like I said, I really wanted to just sort of see in the background what's going on here. You know, motorbikes everywhere. Wasn't meant to be. See yous.